Can I start? Am I allowed to start yet? I don't know when I can start. Hi guys. Hi guys. All right, do something. No, don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know when I can start. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hi kills everybody. Guys, you guys need to update your fucking your tags, guys. I don't know who's who. I don't know who's who unless you've got an identical tag to the name. It's still cut off at the start. Of course it's still cut off at the start. Of course it did. But yeah, I got to get some kind of countdown screen or figure out what the actual time difference is. But hey, doesn't matter. Here I am. I'm almost better. I almost feel better. And what a chapter, guys. What a chapter. Now, there are a few things I would like to cover. Thank you for noticing, Jenny. I've got a few things worth covering before we move on to the chapter. I got my Christmas stuff up. I'm glad that you like it, guys. But more importantly, guys, I would like to introduce you guys to the new Safeties on Rookie festive season sweatshirt collection. And by collection, I mean there's one. There is one design. And all of you can get your hands on this too, following the link that I've just sent into the chat, guys. Now, those of you who are on the Dandadan and the Yokai Power tier user tiers on Patreon and on YouTube are able to get personalized ones through the store, through me. But everybody else, you're able to get a standard version of it through that link. Hopefully that's of people's interest. Like I said, Dandadan and Yokai Power tier users, if you guys are, let's just say, if any of you guys want to get your hands on a personalized version, if you want to upgrade to either of those Patreon tiers by the, let's say, the end of the week, let me know on Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan and getting your hands on Safeties on Rookie sweaters. And, you know, it's just my way. No, it's not pay to win. It's got nothing to do with pay to win. The people who usually... No, the standard version is just standard. Yeah, the personalized ones are the people who... Normally I leave this for halfway through the stream, guys, but I'm just going to be straight up. The people who have been supporting me on the higher tiers of the Patreon, I can't give everything. I wish I could give more. These people have been supporting me, a lot of them, most of them, for a very, very long time now. I want to do what I can do to make this a special experience for them, to provide something back. And the opportunity to get something from it, a special version of it, is the best that I can do. And yeah, so that's my way of giving something back. Everybody else, I appreciate you. I appreciate you more than anything. But I've got to make my boys feel special, you know? I'm glad that you like it. I'm a big fan of it. But yes, you can get your hands on that at safetyonrookie.com, guys. And secondly, just before we move into the into the amazing chapter. By the way, guys, this chapter, fucking wild. Wild shit. Blew my brains out of my skull, alright? But before we move into that, I told you that I'd get it sorted for you, and here we have it. We have our very own Skycam. If you're on that tier on YouTube, Pickle, if anybody's on that tier on YouTube, just message me on Discord or any other way. I can confirm it with you, and we can work out whatever it is that you need to work out. Look, it's Sky. Good girl. Look at you. Oh, she's so cute. There you go, guys. Skycam. You got it. You wanted it. You've got it. This is my Christmas gift to you. My Christmas gift to you right here. She does look cozy. She does look cozy, doesn't she? I apologize if I'm coughing, by the way, guys. I'm still not super well. And another thing is the Space Globalist arc retold is currently being in the works, guys. It is currently in the works. Maybe a little bit delayed, just a little bit delayed. I wanted it out before Christmas. It looks like it's going to be after Christmas because I've been incredibly unwell. Pickle, what a guy. Message me on Discord, Pickle, and I will get this sorted for you, my friend. Welcome to the Yokai Power Tier user, and thank you for your support. Genuinely thank you for your support. It means the world to me. Genuinely. I tailor make all of the ones with the custom back. I tailor make them all by hand. So it'll take a day for me to get it turned around before you can do that. But I'll get that sorted as soon as I can. Anyway, you'll get more Skycam later. For now, you're gonna have to make do with me. So guys, chapter. Oh, sorry, Sky. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Chapter. Right. I feel really bad. Chapter. Right. Guys. What the hell? This is like... You know, it's like fan fiction. You know, somebody, I don't remember, I think it was Blissy or someone in the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member. That's free to get access to my Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan, guys. And we talk about every chapter as it releases each week. This one was like reading a piece of fan fiction. I've read any number of anything. Anybody's fan fiction. There's a bunch of fan fictions in the Discord. Many of them are less indulgent than this. Amazing. Amazing. So good. This is exactly what I want. We got the dinner scene. We got a dinner scene. We got cute fucking shit. My boy Okarun is a badass now. He's a badass. He's just there. You know what I mean? He's not even the same guy anymore. I'm so happy that he is like this, that he has grown to be this person. It's got everything in it. It's got tension, it's got romance, it's got everything. And I don't know, this arc has been so perfect. This arc has been so fucking perfect that for me, it's hard to do anything but glaze it each week at this point. You know, like I'm so pleased about everything, about all of it. You know, he wanted staring. You know, yeah. I mean, it is basically fan fiction, isn't it? And that's fine. It's in the best kind of way, very tastefully so. Very tastefully so. It's just very cute. You know? Yeah, I think that this chapter does top the previous one for me. But previous, like, they're very different. Both of the chapters are quite different from each other. This chapter does that thing that is hard to put words to, where there is this chemistry, this essence between the two of these two characters, and it carries over. And what I love about what it is that we see here, and what we've seen since the beginning of this arc, is that it doesn't necessarily mean that, and I've said this a bunch of times on the stream, but maybe not in the exact same way that I'm going to say it here, each of the previous arcs, a lot of the relationship between Momo and Okarun has felt like it's just a continuation of the previous arc and the previous arc. But here you see that even without the memories, even without these shared experiences, these two just have personalities that jive. You know, there is a chemistry between the two of them that is complementary, that just works naturally. And seeing Okarun's more confident demeanor, and as we kind of retread some of the previous steps in their relationship, but from this new perspective, Okarun's confidence is skipping a lot of steps. You know, a lot of the I don't know what's are being skipped over because of the fact that this guy has actual confidence now, you know? Yeah, this felt like a return to the roots of their relationship, for sure. And it's just so fucking good. I don't like, even just the staring, like the desire to look at each other, but also a desire to not be seen doing so, a curiosity almost on Momo's part, it's undeniable. It's really undeniable. I've enjoyed this so much, and it just, I don't know. It feels like the earlier Dandadan, but from a new perspective. Like I said, from a new perspective. Yeah, it's excellent. This is really good, and I'm really excited to go through it. It's such a small scenario as well, and I think that this is another thing as well where Dandadan shines, right? Dandadan really does shine in its interpersonal connection, its ability for its characters to just communicate with each other, and for that to be enough to drag you in. Do you know what I mean? I don't need lots and lots of stuff happening. In fact, this is the stuff that I care about in this. It's their ability to kind of like just talk and to just be drawn into the fact that they're talking. The characters are so consistent, right? Hi everybody. Hi Rubrics. You know? I can't even predict it at this point, Jersey. I can't even predict it. Like, the fact that he just comes out and says it is fucking crazy, dude. Is absolutely next level shit. You know? Like, he doesn't... There's no guessing on his part, right? When he said that he was going to do... that he was going to reach out to her, that he was going to try to connect with her, my boy fucking meant it. You know? He meant it. Hi, Mooksy. Yeah, I'm really just... Every single week, it feels like we're being brought along for what is, like, a new excellent chapter, and I'm here for it every week. It's... I don't know. It's hard to even describe, right? I don't feel like I need to worry each week. Right? I feel like each week I'm about to get something that I'm going to really enjoy. Yeah, he's locked in. He's definitely locked in. And it is funny because it's almost there is a role reversal element to this, right? Because it feels like when they first started connecting with each other, it was Momo that took all those first steps. It was Momo that did all of the reaching out. Like he said a few chapters ago, he was the one that kind of waited for her to come to him, and that made him feel good, that made him feel important and special, and now he wants to be the one to have that opportunity to do it for her. And he meant it, and he's doing it. And I think that's the thing about Okarun, is that he's a learner, he grows, and he's also, like... He's also a badass now, you know? Like, he's just like, anyway, like, it's just, you should go to the hospital. He's like, nah, it's fine. I'll just walk it off. I'll just walk it the fuck off. You know? It's very good. Right, okay. So, let's start the actual chapter. Let's start the chapter. Hi, support. I didn't see you there. By the way, guys, 'tis just a flesh wound. We've got our Sky Cam, everybody. Oh, sorry, Sky. Good girl. There you go, sweetheart. Yeah, there you go, guys. Give me a yawn. Give me a little yawn. Okay. Sorry, Sky. I'm interrupting her sleep. Yeah, I know. It's... I'll tell you what. That Sky Cam is paying for itself already. The big yawn. There you go. Look at that. You can go back to sleep now. I'll be good. By the way, look at the difference between the cameras. Look at the difference between the cameras. This is why I upgraded, you know? This is why I upgraded the camera. Anyway, back to sleep, you. She does look annoyed. She always looks annoyed. Sky has the most resting bitch face of all time. I swear to God. I told you I'd get a Sky Cam and I delivered, guys. I told you. I told you. You know? She's pissed off that I woke her up. Just go back to sleep. You're fine. Anyway, guys. So, from last week, they obviously defeated the mummy, and Okarun got quite beat up. So, and obviously, as well, Momo was incredibly shaky and couldn't walk. I presume part of that might be related to the fact that she accessed her powers, or she could just be absolutely terrified by the fact that aliens exist. But anyway, he carries her back to the Ayase house and in piggyback, right? And it's obviously, there's something really nice in that because it's reminiscent of just the way that they normally are, right? He would carry her on his back as a when he was in his Turbo Granny power form. I'm from England, but I have a generic Midlands accent. But thank you, Goofy Goober time. I too am a Goofy Goober. Yeah, vertigo from almost falling into the void. Whatever it is, one of the bunch. Anyway, as he puts her down onto the floor outside of her house, he asks her if she's okay, and she's like, "Yeah, totes fine." And then, bearing in mind, he got stabbed in the fucking. I can't do the cowboy voice right now. I'm still recovering from the flu. It nearly killed me, guys. You know? Yeah, well, now he's jacked. But anyway, he got stabbed in the No, I didn't say that, Sarah. I didn't say that. Are you okay? Are you okay? You don't seem yourself. Are you okay? You should lie down, because I don't remember saying that. Anyway, he puts it down. He got stabbed in the chest. He got stabbed in the fucking chest. And then he's like, "Anyway, I'm out of here. See you tomorrow." And she stops him and asks him to... And he's all like, "Yeah, what is it?" And she obviously asks him how he can be so blasé after the fact that he just got fucking stabbed in the shoulder. And so she takes him inside and treats his wounds. Now, number one, my boy's jacked now, right? My guy's jacked now. I think that the reason... I think he's in a bit of a rush because of the fact that he's not really sure where he stands with her at this point. So I think that there is an element of kind of like, I'm just going to get out of your hair. Because I don't think that... Like, I think he's becoming accustomed to the fact that he doesn't really know her in the same way that he used to, right? Yeah, he doesn't want to be too pushy. But, you know, there's something really... And this is that kind of like... No, I don't think that he reverted in any real way. What I would say is that with Okarun, and really this is kind of like a night and day thing, right? Especially because recently, because I've been going back through the Space Globalist stuff, I've been going through a bunch of the early Dandadan stuff. Now, the thing that you'll note about Okarun, if you go back and you read some of that early stuff, it's not even necessarily the big moments that you're drawn to as different, right? No, there are a lot of references for sure. I mean, references or echoes, I suppose. Like, I don't think that it's necessarily like a kind of like kind of thing, but there are incredible parallels to be drawn between some of the previous stuff. But anyway, his general demeanor is completely different. The way that he carries himself is so much different. He's a lot more decisive, right? Like when he decides, okay, he's off, he's just kind of like, I'm out of here. This is just not the kind of same Okarun necessarily that you would see in some of the earlier stuff. He isn't tweaking as much, you know what I mean? He's not as nervous all the time. He's just kind of like getting on with stuff. And it's like when you saw him at his desk, when he was planning on approaching Momo, or when he didn't know whether or not he should approach Momo. He's a lot more at peace with himself. It's like he's a lot more comfortable with himself. Yeah, his posture is a lot more straight up, right? He's not quite as hunched over as he was before. And there is definitely a parallel here to when he's walking away at the end of to me this looks like the moment where he's walking away at the end of the Turbo Granny fight, right? After that first dinner scene, he's walking away. It's got that same kind of vibe where he's kind of just like maybe a tad deflated, doesn't really know where the two of them fit from here, where the relationship goes from here. But he is just kind of like walking away, heading out. I am a head out kind of vibe, you know? And then she stops him, like she did back then. I don't necessarily know that you would call it a parallel. I don't necessarily know that you'd call it a reference, because I don't think that it's as deep as that. I don't think it's as clear as that. But what I would call it is that there's a kind of thematic resonance between that moment and this one. They move and resonate in the same frequency. The same emotions are being called into the focus, the same or similar situation, similar context, but the way that the characters act, behave, respond to the situation is slightly different. And that shows the growth, especially of Okarun. His confidence is not one of those things that sneaks up on you. His confidence is not one of those things that sneaks up on you occasionally. His confidence doesn't just come through in these big moments. His confidence is just there. It's just there all the time. Just the way that he walks is so much more sure of himself. And it shows how much different he is. You know, how much he's grown. Yeah. And I like that he doesn't push. You know? Like, this is a big thing about Okarun, is that part of his confidence issues has been like this disallowance of himself to take up any space in people's lives. But here it's more kind of like, I think I should just go. And yeah. And it's nice to see that she actually gives a shit to kind of stop him, right? And her demeanor is different as well. Her demeanor is slightly different as well. She's more there's pretense, if that makes sense, right? A lot of their relationship. Yeah. No, I like that she reached out for him as well. Like, a lot of their relationship has been about doing away with the pretenses, right? The excuses or the attitude to cover up the fact that these two feel a certain way. Okarun, for the most part, has not reverted to this, right? Like, he's pretty straightforward about how he feels, and in this fucking chapter especially, he's incredibly straightforward about what he wants, which is her. But for her, for Momo, there's still this pretense, or rather the walls have been put back up so that she's reverted back to this idea of pretense, rather than just saying that, oh, you're hurt, and she wants to look after him, or to help him, or to at the very least bandage him up. It's all, there's an attitude there. It's, don't you hurt me. How can you be so blasé? There's so much attitude. There's so much pretense, right? Like it doesn't feel in the same way that it feels less honest, if that makes sense. And that's the Momo that we saw at the beginning of the series, right? Right, we're talking about horses. Yeah, I mean, it's just nice. I'm just really enjoy these elements between them. You know? And yeah, I mean, like, the fact that he doesn't even want to go, he's like, I'm fine, I'll just walk it off. Yeah, what intonation? Yeah. What is it? What's the matter? She just did a big stretch and I missed it. She just did a big stretch and you guys missed it. Are you okay? Okay. Alright, I'll leave it there for a minute. But yeah, no, there's like I said, there's a lot of pretense. And I'll you know what's actually quite jarring? It's quite jarring. No, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's quite jarring seeing Vamola talking in full sentences, right? Like, it is weird to see her talk in full sentences. No, it's not my fault. Sky, do the thing again. Like, she's talking full sentences, which is incredibly jarring. But anyway, like, she's all like, we should take you to the hospital. And he's like, I'll go tomorrow. It's fine. Right? Like, and this is another thing as well. It feels like he's not healing quite as quickly anymore based on the fact that he doesn't have his powers anymore. Now, Guy is jacked, right? But I do wonder whether or not, because of the fact that obviously he lacks his powers, whether or not they're gonna maybe appeal to Queen Sensei as a way of healing him up. You know? He's got a crush, yeah. I mean, she's pretty much talking in proper sentences, you know. But we'll get to the Vamola stuff. I also just really like the fact that there is kind of like, I don't know. This is something that I think has been missing a little bit from the previous arcs. Is this ability for them to just interact again? You know, like since Damara, like you're talking like almost 100 chapters since a lot of that stuff happened. But since they fell into the board game, things haven't really been normal for a long time. So to see the two of them kind of just my viewership jump up because of you, Sky. What the fuck? I'm looking at concurrent viewers. Sky, what the hell? Come on, do something. No, but so yeah, things haven't been normal for a minute, right? So the fact that they're just both normal sized, they're both interacting with each other, and they're both just being people is really gratifying. Incredibly gratifying. You know? It's been a minute since we've had something like that. Even though, obviously... That's it. Yeah, we've gotten back to the stages of bickering, right? And that's a really important thing, because that is a huge element to their relationship, right? But anyway, Vamola's there and she cooks. And it's really nice to see, number one... Excuse me, guys. Number one, her apron has that same smiley face that Momo's shirt had. You remember? You remember the little orange shirt with the smiley face on it? Look. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice little you know, not reference necessarily, but you know, kind of a callback, a connective piece, right? But anyway, yeah, so she's all like, you know, welcome, and he asks for excuse from the intrusion. Like I said, it's weird. You know what it is? It's like, and this is another thing as well that is a kind of like a fun element to the way that Vamola's kind of grown, is rather than just, oh, she talks now, she talks in sentences, she's incredibly formal. It feels like somebody who's learning another language and isn't quite at the point of conversational. Will you join us for dinner before you go? Feels like a very obtuse way of getting to the point. It's very formal, and it makes you feel like, oh, she is learning, right? Like she's at the early stages of learning the language, which is pretty cool. And obviously Okarun says no, that he'll pass. I think that there is this awkwardness, this desire to not overstay or to overstate his presence. He doesn't want to intrude. I think that is what it is. It's an intrusion. But it's also nice to see that she's carried over this cooking personality trait, this hobby from the Daizuken. You see it in the Daizuken as she's cooking with Seiko. It's a connective piece between her and her mother, right? Yeah, I'm still a bit sick, Eric, yeah. It's a connective piece between her and her mother, Banga. So there's a... it's nice that she's picked it up, right? And food is obviously... Eating is obviously a very important thing to Dandadan, right? Like, it's a very crucial element of the way that people are kind of together, the way that they connect with each other. It's nice. I really enjoy that. So the fact that she's picked that up is quite nice, you know? But anyway, so Momo then basically says that it's fine, essentially, and that he can eat and then he can go, and that Vamola's a good cook. Again, there's almost a pretense here. There is an awkwardness, for sure. There's an awkwardness, for sure. But there's that pretense, again, popping up, where it's not, oh, it would be nice for you to stay, even though that is what it is. She doesn't want him to go, obviously. But this is the pretense. This is the excuse that she invents or drags up in order to make it, to not have to say that she wants him to stay. And yeah, no, guy's jacked now. Look at him. He's fucking huge. You know? Remember that meme? Do you guys remember that meme of Henry Cavill playing Okarun? It's becoming less of a meme, guys. I swear. I swear to God. And then we see the meal, and then they're all sat down eating together. Classic Dandadan. Classic Dandadan. Yeah, I know. Everybody's fucking talking about how jacked he is. Everybody's talking about how jacked he is. Yeah, I know. I'm an awkward fellow. Yeah, no, it was a meme for a while of like people talking about fan casting for the live action, and everyone was like, "Oh, it'd be really funny to have Henry Cavill as the idea that that's like a really kind of like causing you to become sick. It's going through. It's transmitted through the camera. Get down, everybody, get down. I hope you're wearing masks, by the way. What the hell? I hope you all got your flu shots. Damn. Yeah, I think that there is an awkwardness for Okarun, right? And this is, again, a kind of like... a kind of a demonstration of that. The fact that he's on the opposite side of the table from Momo partially shows that, and again, this is kind of like an inference, it partially shows that there's kind of like distance between them, right? And it also facilitates this incredibly, no, I'm not Plague, I'm not Plague. There's an incredibly kind of like, it opens up the door, right? It opens up the door for this back and forth between the two of them of kind of looking over to each other. And a lot of their earliest stuff, their earliest relationship, is driven by that looking at each other, right? That kind of like trying to drag something out, some kind of behavior out of each other based on no signals, but besides the fact that they're looking at each other. Yeah, I agree, Support. I was actually going to make a point of saying this recently because I'm obviously going through the Space Globalist arc so that I can write so that I can finish the new video, the Retold. One of the things that is really great is to see the development of Vamola. I think that she's fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Vamola as a character. She's been through a lot, so to see her kind of like value this is really important. It's almost like they're in love or something. Get out of here. No, she doesn't even know who he is. But no, there is a really nice kind of like... They're kind of also mimicking each other's exact behaviors. It's like a mirror, right? It's like an absolute mirror. Look at this shit. It's so fucking cute. I also... like, Vamola is... I don't know whether or not she's genuinely just completely empty-headed about it, right? Like the emo head empty, or whether or not she understands the subtext of the scene, but she's kind of pushing the two of them closer throughout this chapter. That is fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like, what is absurd, right, is right here. This panel is fucking excellent. This is a great example of reusing art, but also kind of like making it like being very economical with the way that you reuse art, right? She looks at him, and then he catches that she's looking at him and looks back, and then she realizes that she's been caught. But it's the exact same fucking frame. It's just they've added more blush to it. It's fucking cute as shit. It's cute as shit, guys. I mean, she knows, right? She knows how he feels. He's already told her how he feels, right? So she's fully aware of it. No, there is a really nice kind of like element here. There is a really nice element here of the friends, the people around them, kind of satelliting it, right? Getting involved in the situation. Vamola clearly understands what the stakes are. I mean, she probably doesn't remember or realize what he told her, but once upon a time, he did tell Vamola that he was in love with Momo. I don't know whether or not that's something that she's been able to figure out since, because she didn't understand Japanese at the time. Japanese. Whatever it is that they were speaking at the time. What is it? Are you after attention? What is this? But yeah, or whether or not she's just able to tell what the subtext is of the situation, right? But anyway, this is a very nice way of being quite economical with the artwork, right? And you can cut the tension with a knife here. Yeah, this is a great chapter, Maka. This is a great chapter. You know, after this chapter released, I had a feeling that we'd get a few more people in the viewership for the stream. And we have, because obviously we would. Let me just put out a poll. One, okay, 2 star. Now you'll note, and more star mean more good, guys. More star mean more good, okay? Oh yeah, they are here for Sky. That's a good point. It's because she's here. Aren't you, sweetheart? Huh? Anyway. And you know what else as well? I can't do 5 stars because I don't have enough space for it in the... No, I don't have enough... it only goes up to 4. It can only go up to 4 on here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not perfect! Sorry, Sky. I'm so sorry. No. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right, yeah. You attention seeker. I saw that. No, I'll see what I can do, Pickle. I'll see what I can do. Alright? Anyway, what I really like here as well is that Okarun is confrontational, right? He's going after what it is that he wants, and he's not... he has no intention of stopping or slowing down. When she turns to him and she's like, yo. She's like, yo, why do you keep staring at me? And he's like, I should be asking you that. That's so confrontational. That's like next level Okarun stuff. He is not waiting around. And I don't blame the guy. This has been such a back and forth. Their whole relationship, like, has just been this back and forth, this game of chicken, this not knowing how each of them feel about each other. He knows how she felt, and she knows how he felt. And he is not interested in doing another 200 chapters of this shit, right? He's not interested in letting it linger on and on and on again. He wants answers. He wants to get back to where he was. He wants to reclaim what it is that he lost, and he isn't slowing down. Yeah, it's great to see that he actually has the confidence in himself to drive this, to reach what it is that he's looking for, what he wants to get from her. I mean, look at this. This is like not the same guy. This is not the same guy that we saw at the beginning of the series. You know? And I think what it is on some level he is fully aware of the fact that she liked him and can like him again, or even possibly likes him now, in his mind. So he's calling it out. You know, he's not letting these excuses get in the way of what it is that they have, what they had, and what they can have again. And it's so good. I love to see it. Yeah. He meant it. He meant it when he said it And I'll tell you what. By the way. Everybody who talks shit about my boy Okarun a few chapters ago when he was stalking Momo because he didn't have the confidence. He hadn't made that decision to go after her. Or rather, to make the decision not to just let her come to him, but to go to pursue her in the way that she wanted to be pursued. Look at him go now. Look at him go, guys. Like, what? This is why it's important. Like, Dandadan is not the kind of series, and Okarun is not the kind of character to just regress like that. Not really. Yeah, this is why you shouldn't doom, by the way. We huff the hopium here. We ain't on no copium, okay? We don't huff copium here. It's hopium. It's very important that you let there be space to be surprised, that you give yourself that kind of grace, that you give the author that kind of grace, right? Because the relationship, on one hand, has regressed. You can say yes. You can say absolutely that their relationship has gone backwards, right? That they are, in some way, shape, or form, regressed back to an earlier stage. But all of the character development of Okarun is still there. And in doing this again, in going through the motions again, in recapturing all of those feelings again, it's not just getting back to where we were. This is an advancement, in a way. This is an advancement of the relationship still, because Okarun now has that chance. Now Okarun has that opportunity to show that he can do it too. Everything that he's learned, everything that he's reclaiming, everything that he wants to be again. It's not a regression, it's an advance. They are progressing in a sense because Okarun gets to show that it's not just him waiting this time, that he can pursue, that he can go after what he needs, what he wants. And that's the best way of doing this. That's a masterful way of doing this. You know? Yes, it's a bit of a cliche. The memory wipe thing is a cliche, but it's not just being done so that we can go and do all that again. It's being done to bring back all of these things, these earlier elements of their relationship, so that we can experience them again on one hand, but from a new perspective. We can have a different perspective, so we can link back thematically to these echoes of what has happened before, these scenarios again, but we can see how he will handle it this time. You know? It's not a do-over necessarily. Like a bit, yeah. No, it's a do-over in the sense that that he has to try and reclaim her relationship, right? But it is not a do-over in the sense that it means that we undo the whole thing, right? All that stuff happened. On some level, for Momo, it's in there still. And him being able to drag that out of her is the ultimate affirmation of the importance of this relationship to the two of them. So when he drags it out of her, there's nothing else for Okarun. He has managed to bring her back from non-existence. There's nothing more that he can do to be more than that. At least until they're actually together. And for Momo to let herself come back from literally not being there, a different person, because of him, that is the ultimate statement of the fact that they are made for each other, that they're in love with each other. And after that, there's nothing else to say. You can't go any further without going to a new stage in their relationship. Which is why it's so important to do this, because it brings forward all of those things that have been lost along the way. And this is part of it. This chapter is exactly it. You know? This is exactly it. I'm glad that you, even if you even if you doubted the hopium, I totally get it. I totally get it. At a point, I also doubted the hopium that I was huffing myself, right? But this was the point of it. This is the, if you think about it in the best possible terms, the best possible what you want it to be, this is it. This is it. Yeah. But that is it. Yeah, it to me it's great. Yeah, this is, yeah, I do think that this is the best way to do it as well. Like, obviously, I hope we've not gotten to the end. Why is everyone screaming hallelujah? We've not gotten to the end of the arc yet, obviously. But I believe in this arc. And I believe that we're getting back to all of those things. And you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? I'm enjoying this week on week. Even if they don't stick the landing, I think that they will. Tatsu's never really not. Even if they don't. I'm enjoying this shit. I'm fucking happy, bro. You know? This is cute as shit. Who fucking cares, dude? It's as simple as that, man. Like, it's about the experience, isn't it? And look, here we are. Here you are. Here I am. And we're talking. We're hanging out. We're chilling. And we're fucking reading Dandadan. Fuck it, dude. Here we are. Sorry, Sky. What else is there? We get to experience this together. And that to me is great. That to me is great. And it doesn't matter because that all of that happens. All of this is a testament to the fact that it's right. What are you doing? What are you doing? I set up Skycam. What are you doing? Sorry, that got a little passionate, guys. It got a little passionate. So yeah, my point is, I'm really happy. Where you off to, Kitty Cat? No, you have to stay here now. You have to stay here now. You've got the people here now. The audience are waiting for you, Sky. Yeah. Anyway. Where is she? Watch viewership numbers start dropping. Yeah. I know. She just decided that she wants the full cam now. Anyway, back to the chapter. The fact that he's just reaching out. I know, just start to drop. Exactly, let's see. The fact that he is reaching out here and he's straight up just fucking accusing her of looking. He's so confident, man. Like, at one point he thought that this was impossible, that he would never get to this point. And now it's like he knows. And now it's like he knows that it's going to happen again for him. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to see this guy. He's not the same guy. I know, Vamola's so cute. Vamola's so cute. She's the best. Anyway, so he starts calling on the he starts calling back to the fact that she's the one that always wanted him to look her in the eye. And it's crazy because on some level he knows her better than she knows herself right now, because this is like back to an old save file, right? This is back to an old save file before she finished the main quest kind of Momo. So the fact that he knows exactly all of these things, because these are vulnerabilities. These are vulnerabilities that she hides from people. But obviously she's opened up to him over the course of Dandadan and tried to drive these things out of him. So he knows better than she does. In a lot of ways. So, and it's, I don't know, it's like there's obviously like a really strange bickering flirtatiousness between them. And for the record, this is something that we haven't seen in a long time. Right? This is something we haven't seen in a long time. And you two really get along. It's crazy, dude. Look at her. She's a fucking trouble caller. She's a menace. She's a menace. I also love that they did not stick with the that they didn't stick with the love triangle stuff from the Space Globalist arc. Vamola was kind of just following what it was that her mother told her to do. You know? And she wasn't like super into Okarun like how Ida is, for example, right? Yeah. I'm here for the bickering for sure. So the fact that she's kind of like just over it is great. It's so good. I'm really pleased to see this kind of stuff. And it does feel like we're speed running a lot of it. You know, I don't think that this is going to go on for ages and ages. I think that this is a one kind of like contained to an arc kind of thing, right? Because getting back to where they were, I think is an important thing. It's so fucking cute though. Anyway, so we cut to them washing the dishes. And Momo's inquiring about the aliens and everything, the Serpos, who are still absolutely the most fucking annoying, intrusive little monsters, right? Like, they've been there since day one as well. And the fact that he's like, oh yeah, by the way, they're called Serpoians, and they just kind of show up and steal human genitalia. It's like, okay, that is kind of what they do, so it's not wrong. Yeah, it's really. I'm glad that we got another CEO of Okarun as well. Yeah. It's good. But anyway, they're washing the dishes together, right? Nice and simple, kind of just chilling, chatting. And then Okarun starts spouting some absolute fucking nonsense in regards to the former Canadian Defense Minister. Sure. Apparently there are 82 species of aliens, and that's just the ones that are confirmed. He is like really deep in the rabbit hole, for the record. Like, this is like, you know, this is internet forums kind of shit, right? Like the boy spent some time on the dark web looking up this fucking shit. You know? Yeah, that's where I come in. Yeah, exactly. We do have some Canadians in the chat. Some Canada folk. Canada. Yes, Canada is confirmed. Chat, have we seriously just confirmed Canada? Is that one of the 82 species of aliens? Anyway. And this is great. This is another great one, right? This is another great one. Is the fact that she immediately goes back to asking what kind of underwear the aliens were. Like, we're just doing the same shit again. It's like we're on tram rails with this stuff, right? Like, what's up? What are you yowling at me for? I'm doing a thing. Like, we are on absolute fucking tram rails with this shit. You know, like, she asks the exact same question. This is exactly what she was wondering when she was sat in class, desperately wanting to talk to Okarun. When she was sat in class, she was wondering what kind of underwear aliens wear. Yeah, it's like this. It's great because it's a nice connective way of making sure that we're all aware of the fact that this is the same person, right? She asks the same questions. She has the same curiosity. Anyway, Momo then asks about why it is that they came to attack them. And Okarun then lets her know that it's about powers, right? They're coming after them to steal their powers. What is it? Hold on, let me let the cat out. Come on then. Come on then. I know, the cat, absolutely just demented. Anyway, so she's very talkative today. It's because of the sky cam. Got a lot of excitement out of the sky cam. Anyway, so she thinks that he's talking about the Yoga Club. And then he kind of starts to break down exactly what the powers are that they have, or what he usually had. They're kind of like curses. They are kind of like curses. But obviously he doesn't have any powers right now. And this is where things get a little bit more... Yeah, she knows that she's the star of the show. Cat, am I right? But this is where things get a little bit more personal, right? Like this is a really good part. This whole chapter is really, really great for the two of them. Just generally speaking, it is a really good chapter for the two of them, because he starts telling her to stay close to somebody as much as possible, because they will be able to look after her, to protect her. And then he also says that the whole History and Culture Research Club is in this together. I'm telling you guys, that clubhouse is going to get fucking used. That clubhouse is going to get fucking used. I swear to God it will. Tatsu, please. Please, Tatsu. Use the goddamn clubhouse at least 3 times before the end. Before the end. Why are you guys so fucking against the clubhouse? God damn it. Anyway. No, they'll use it. They'll use it 3 times. Yeah. See, Eric is on the right wavelength. Anyway, can you imagine if... Yeah, please put the plaque up. Anyway, he tells her that Gigi and Ida are both especially tough because they have powers, and that she can depend on them. And she says that she guesses. Shitting, crying, throwing up. Oh my lord, my boy. Get this guy some plugs. Let this guy plug everything. Oh no. Anyway, then she basically indicates and says, in the strangest way possible, by the way, using the word fucking hanky-panky of all things, basically she indicates that she wouldn't want to get in the way of him and Ida. This is like really sad. This is really hurtful to look at. Like, I don't know, like he's obviously quite offended at the very notion of it. Yeah, no, he literally just told her that he loved her. And you know what it is? It makes me feel like, at least to this Momo, that obviously she's teasing him about the idea. She's teasing him about the idea. And I do agree, Kels, I do agree that it feels like she's trying to investigate. She's trying to kind of like maybe tease him a little about it in order to better understand what the relationship is between the two of them, right? But what I think is misunderstood here from her point is that this is a simple, basic teenage romance fling kind of thing, right? Like, to Momo here, it kind of probably feels like, oh, well, it's not that serious, how he feels or whatever. It is that serious to him, you know? It's not just him telling her that he loved her is not just this flight of fancy. It's not just an overstatement of the way that he feels. It's very deadly serious to him. And this, I imagine it feels like a slap in the face. Yeah, no, I mean, I do think that for Momo, she's just kind of prodding him, teasing him. I mean, for her, this is if she does like him, which she obviously does, it's just the kind of like the beginnings of a romance. It's the beginnings of it. She's still in that stage where she's kind of just like trying to feel out the room, that kind of thing, what it is that's between them. But for him, it's not a question. He has no interest in the questions of it. What he and her had is more serious. You know? Well, I mean, I don't know that I don't know that Okarun is necessarily going to try to change the nature of his relationship with Ida. That's never been a problem before. And in a way, the fact that there is a confusion between the two of them has helped to spur this moment on. But for Okarun, it's not funny. How he feels is not a joke to him. And I think that this upsets him a lot because what he said took guts, man. What he said took a lot of strength to say it, a lot of power to say it. And I think it upsets him a lot to hear her speak like this about somebody else, because Momo, the Momo that he knew, would not take this lightly, would not joke about the idea that he's interested in somebody else. You know? And for him, what's really important, and he said this last week in, well, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Last chapter. He said this last chapter, that he was just pleased that underneath everything, it's still her. And hearing this feels like not her, if that makes sense. So it's I think it's a tricky thing for him to navigate. Yeah, don't joke about his feelings. It feels like, anyway, she gets it, and this is Momo as well, right? Like when she understands that she's done something wrong, she apologizes for it. But I think for Okarun here as well, there is this element where it's like, you're clearly not fucking getting it. You are not fucking getting how serious he feels, right? And it just doubles down his efforts. Previously, Okarun would have crumbled under such things, but now he's locked in. He's still locked in. You know, he doubles down. He's like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? Okay, you're clearly not getting it. You're clearly not getting it. You know? He's like, God damn, I gotta fucking grip it and fucking rip it, baby. Oh, fuck. Ah. You dig? I got that all over me. I got it all over me. I got it all over me. Yeah, that's right. That was there the whole time. That was there the whole time. My assistant brought it off stage. I don't have an assistant. I don't have an assistant. I've been planning that for a minute. I've been planning that since the beginning of the stream. Yeah, damn right. Clip that. Chat, clip that shit. Alright? Clip that. Anyway, that's why Sky left. Yeah, probably. Anyway, he turns to her after she apologizes, and he has a fucking expression, by the way. Look at him. Look at this guy's resolve. Look at this boy. And he stares at her. He looks her straight in the eye, and she's like, clearly... Fuck it. I love this, by the way. This needs to be an emote in the Discord, please. This slight, like... this slight kind of intimidation, discomfort for her is so subtle in the way that she's drawn, but it's like it carries so much weight to it, right? Like it feels really like an incredibly authentic facial expression, and then she looks away. Ah, fucking goddamn it, man! The roles are completely reversed. Not the glance away. This one here. See this slight kind of like this is such a, I don't even know what you would call this emotion, but it when you look at this face, you can see what it is, right? You can tell what the emotion is immediately, what's going through her head. She's intimidated, she's uncomfortable, and she's crumbling under the pressure, right? Yeah, it's a lot of different things. Look at you guys. You've all come up with different fucking terms. That's my point. It's quite a complicated bout of feelings that are all rolled into one expression. And I enjoy it. I like that. And then she looks away. And Okarun absolutely explodes with glee at the idea that he won, that she looked away, right? And there is also an underlying kind of like, look, part of the reason that she did that in the first place, way back in the Ombudsman arc, the reason that she did that shit was to kind of get him to be more forward, more open, and to push him to actually fucking do it, right? The fact that he would look away so many times is because it was too much for him to look into the eyes of the person that he loved, when he didn't have the confidence to say it, to pursue it. And the reason that she did that she tried to get him to do that back then, was to try to fucking rinse this behavior out of him, to rinse out of him some confidence, and to double down on the fact that she wants him to get better at doing it. And that is a way of advancing the relationship slightly, bit by bit. And here, he uses her own tactics against her, right? Yeah, it's exactly like a few chapters ago when he was crying. It's the exact same facial expression, actually. It's the exact same facial expression. And it's great to see this kind of stuff carried forward still, right? Yeah. She doesn't know his name still. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, but it's nice to see. My point is that it's nice to see that he gets to be on the other side of it. And, you know, there's also a kind of element of the relationship as being kind of like both of them trying to change the nature of the relationship, get closer to each other. Oh, thanks, Tiberius. Thank you. That's very kind of you. You know, it can be difficult to talk about a chapter on the fly when I know that there are like 70-something people in the chat. So I appreciate that. Thank you. It's not always easy. Excuse me. It's not always easy, especially when especially if it's a chapter like the chameleon chapter, right? Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yes, right. So there's almost like a there's almost like a what would you say? An element of trying to well, in doing this, in the fact that they are basically in different positions, that they're on different ends of the spectrum. Oh, thanks, Binget. Thank you for subscribing. I'm working on a new video right now, new Dandadan video, Space Globalist Arc Retold. So thank you for joining. And yes, cool. But anyway, in the fact that they are swapping positions here, that they are deciding to, well, that they're pursuing this from different ends of the spectrum, right? Like, he is where she was about 100 chapters ago, and she is where he was about 100 chapters ago. So they're understanding each other's struggles, they're understanding each other's difficulties, why it is, like, the barriers are almost inverted, if that makes sense, right? Oh yeah, obviously, guys, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member on my Patreon. That's free. You don't have to join as a paid member to get access to my Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. We talk about this stuff fucking constantly. So please join. Please join. And also, safetiesonrookie.com to get your hands on a Christmas festive holiday season sweater. Guys, it would be great to see more of you guys all wearing this. Very exciting. Anyway, the 10k, yeah, 10k is gonna be interesting. Yeah, so they're understanding each other's positions here, right? So Okarun knows now why it is that Momo was behaving how she was behaving previously, and also understands what it means to try to rinse this behavior out of her. And Momo now knows what it feels like to be pursued. It knows what it feels like for somebody else to push them to grow, to push them to be more confident and to become their true selves. Oh, are you back? Okay, you're back. Please behave. Oh, don't knock that. Don't knock that. That's the sky cam. Don't knock the sky cam. Here. Don't knock the sky cam, sweetheart. Come on. Don't knock the sky cam. Anyway, so they understand what it means now to be on opposite ends of the relationship spectrum here. I swear to God, Sky, what are you doing, sweetheart? I'm trying to do stream. So it's really nice because they're able to empathize with each other and they're able to understand each other a bit better. The plights, what drives each other a little bit more. And that's great. That's the whole point of a lot of this, I feel, is that kind of that ability to empathize slightly better with each other, with each other's positions in the relationship, right? You know? It's great. Yeah, I know. Can you just get in your bed, sweetheart? Come on. Get in your bed. Come on. But yeah, so it's a nice inversion, but it's done with purpose, if that makes sense. It's not just done in order to make it just swap. It's done with the purpose of everybody kind of. Oh my lord, what are you doing, sweetheart? It's done with the exact purpose of them being able to empathize and understand each other on a deeper level, which is what their relationship has always been about, right? I also, like, I love that he immediately jumps to I won, because obviously he knows what it is. Momo's confused, but Vamola's first thing is not to jump straight to, okay, what's going on? It's like, yeah, nice job. What's happening? I fucking adore this. I absolutely love Vamola, right? I adore Vamola. She's the best. And it's really satisfying to see her develop in this way. And they're back to absolute full bickering now. You know, they're fully back to bickering. It's amazing. I love it so much. Oh, wow. Tim Kai, thank you. Thank you for the donation, dude. I appreciate you so much, man. It's great to see you. It's great to see you. Tim Kai, everybody. He's my boy. He's my boy. He's also incredibly fucking generous. Like, honestly, I don't know what drives this man. Roses in the chat. Can we get some roses in the chat for my boy Tim Kai, please? Can we get some roses in the chat? Anyway, it's really satisfying to see them just bicker back and forth, right? It's so good, dude. Oh my god, I love this fucking chapter so much. I love this arc. I love this arc so fucking much. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Oh my god, Tim. Oh my lord, Tim. He's fucking crazy. Thank you, Tim, for the 10 gifted memberships, dude. Thank you so much. Honestly, guys, it's incredible to see stuff like this. Thank you so much. It warms my heart to a degree I can't express. It's why I'm here every week, because I know that you guys enjoy it. I enjoy spending time here, and this is why I don't run ads on it, at least not during the broadcast, because I don't want to interrupt the experience. And it also because, you know, donations, people signing up to the Patreon, people buying the merchandise, all of this stuff helps to support the channel, support me, and also makes this kind of stuff possible, right? So thank you. Anyway, I love that they are back to their bickering, and I also love that that Momo's like, there's no rule that says that. It's like, right, so you are buying into the fact that this is a game. You are buying into the fact that this is a game, right? And they get really close up to each other. Too close to each other, really, more than what you would consider to be friends level close, right? You know? And then he's like, you have to do what I say now. You know what I can believe? What I can believe is in the next few chapters, maybe even the date chapter, guys, I could see Okarun. And one thing, like some people have said, like hoped for, we'll deal with the. You guys want to talk about the dinner stream, chat stream? We'll talk about that on Discord. Yeah, for sure. Anyway. My point is that what I was saying is that I've seen some people talk about the idea of them kissing, right? I don't think we're at that stage yet. I think that Momo would need to either just have her memory back or it to be the thing to unlock her memory. I don't think that they're at that stage, but what I really could see happening, what I could see happening is Okarun calling her by her first name. I think that would be really nice. You know, like he's got all this momentum behind him. He's got this inference and this push. I actually promised. I promised you that this would be that Momo would have her memory back by Blissmas. Now Blissmas is, you guys just inferred Blissmas was on the same day as Christmas. All right. All right. I never said that. It's my holiday. Maybe it's July. Who knows? Anyway, I could see him calling her by her first name, right? Because he's got this momentum. He's got the audacity, the fucking confidence to talk to her like this in a way that he's never done before. I would hope that would translate to something a bit more like planting his flag in the ground, right? And to change the nature of his relationship with her, and to be a bit more daring. And I think that calling her Momo, calling her by her name, is perhaps the way to do that. Right? It's such a similar name. You're right. Come on, get in your bed. Get in your bed for the viewers, Sky. For the viewers. Do it for the viewers. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Alright, fine. Sorry, guys. She's not doing it for the chat. Yeah. Well, I have lore for Blissmas, but I'm not releasing it yet. I keep that close to the chest, in case I need to deploy some kind of background, some mythology to the Discord. Anyway, then she starts questioning exactly why it is that she would do what he said, and he tells her that it's fucking her rules. You know, I love Vamola so much, man. She has gone up the rankings, by the way. By the end of this arc, it might be time to update the fucking character list, because Vamola, she deserves ups. She deserves to go up. God damn it, look at her go. And she's like, yeah, you fucking did say that, idiot. Right? I also love that she's picked up the peace signs. Momo does the peace signs constantly. There is a Sky cam now, Hoops, but Sky is not playing ball and going into her bed. But like the yeah, like she's doing Momo's fucking peace signs, man. Vamola stonks are high. Vamola stonks are real high just now. You know? The raccoon calendar. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Totally crazy, dude. Anyway, he's like, fucking Vamola, tell her. And she's like, yep, totally said it. And then she says that it's a fucking conspiracy. Oh, and then here it is, guys. Oh my god, dude. The next fucking... God damn it. He did it. Look at him. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, he said it. My boy. My fucking guy. Oh my god. That's what I'm talking about. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Fuck. Look at him. I cannot even. This is the same guy. This is the same guy as the beginning of the series, man. This is the same guy, and he's just fucking saying the thing. He means it, dude. I can't with this. I actually cannot. Yeah, full-blown eye contact. He doesn't care. This is just like... What the hell, man? What the fuck? And she fucking pulls the full, huh? Yeah. But this is like a confidence that he never had before. This is a confidence that he never had before, man. Look at him go. Oh, what? Get him a king hat. Thanks, Orbis, for the donation. Yes, get this man a king hat, please. Yeah, and well, this is exactly. There is this underlying kind of like comfort with the two of them being able to kind of touch each other, just generally speaking, which I'm here for, right? You look miserable. What's going on? What's the matter? But normally I would be crashing out louder. I'd be crashing out louder about this, but my voice is still fucking tanked. Still tanked from being unwell, having the flu. But I tell you what, she is loafing. She's loafing like crazy. Stonk is like Stocks Bagley. You know? It's crazy. But he's just, and this is that same shot, isn't it? From the beginning of the series. He's pulled this shit multiple times now. But you know that he's in agony. You know that he's struggling to kind of reach out, right? And this is that same angle, and it carries forward that exact same kind of like idea that he is. You know what it is, right? It's hold on. Let me find the comparison point. Let me find the comparison point. Right, so here we are, comparison point, right? Okay. We got the two fucking things, the exact same kind of like fucking thing. But what this is this is him taking that chance, right? Oh yeah, I need to change to all chat because I can't see Monado anymore. Hi Monado. Anyway, this is that full. This is him reaching out of his comfort zone, but doing what he knows that he has to do, taking a fucking chance, diving into the deep end, to make a friend, right? This is a big moment for him. This is a huge moment for him where he's taking an opportunity to be someone else, to push himself into a new relationship with somebody based on the fact that he knows that it's the right thing to do, that he wants to do that. And in the same way here, he is pushing himself, right? This is not natural to him. Not really. Doing this is a big step for him. But he knows he needs to do it. He knows that it's necessary to do it in order to pursue her, in order to change the nature of his relationship with her, which is no different, really, than in chapter 1. You know? It's the exact same thing, and echoing that to here, even visually, is a really important kind of thing. It's the exact same fucking camera angle, you know? And it shows how uncomfortable he is with what's happening, but he needs to do it. He needs to be brave, to take a chance, to be brave. And that's Okarun, right? So much of his life changes, not because people handed him stuff, right? Like, Momo obviously did come along. She did come along and she did reach out to him in a way that he'd never been reached out to before. But he still made it his own. He still pushed himself in order to evolve that relationship that he had with her. And that's everything that he's ever done, is him pushing himself and pushing himself. And this is him doing it again. And he knows what she's into, bro. He knows what she's into. That's it. It's crazy. I'm so fucking pleased about this shit. God damn. This chapter has been wild. I mean, we're still not done. We're still not done with this chapter, and it's been an hour and 25 minutes, my guys. And she refuses to do it. And, like, Vamola is so fucking, like, empty-headed. She's like, what's a date? Guys, what's a date? Where do babies come from? She's so fucking like absolutely just not there with it, right? Yeah, but for real this time, exactly. I absolutely adore it. It's so good. And then he's like, nah, we're doing it. Sorry, idiot. That was the agreement. That was the agreement. You know? Yeah, does kissing mean... So that's what marriage is, huh? Kissing. So that's what marriage is. I guess that's where babies come from. And then he's all like, so you obviously have to keep your promises, right? And oh man, like the fact that nobody it's so good. Everything about this is really, really perfect. You know, some of it eludes description for me, right? I don't feel like I necessarily can explain or describe exactly what it is about every single fucking interaction that is perfect about this, but it's just, it feels really good. It feels like the right kind of stuff for where we're at in this chapter, in this arc, you know? So, if you did an axe kick on someone, but were half asleep and didn't remember that, would that really be an excuse? Alright, I guess. Yeah. A big reason that makes you poop. That's crazy. You just said that. We're talking about dates. Podcasting and lurking. Yeah. High support. Yeah, she's from a war-torn country, that's true. A war-torn planet, rather. But anyway, here, and this is quite nice, right? Because obviously her rejection of it is based on the fact that, well, she doesn't remember making the agreement. She doesn't remember making that agreement, so it doesn't count, right? Lots of planets have countries. Lots of planets have a north. Yeah. And then she basically says that she agrees to do it now. For the record, by the way, she knows what the stakes are. She knows what the stakes are here, and she's agreeing willingly to go back into it, right? And part of that maybe is pride. Part of that is maybe the desire to not lose. And then he says, hey, if I win again, that makes 2, right? So that retroactively means that she owes him another thing. You know? This is so good. Look at this shit. Fucking goddamn. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Fuck. How is this real? How is this happening for real, dude? I can't cope. My brain can't cope with this shit. This feels like fucking fan fiction. I swear to God, this feels like someone was like, and then they kiss, right? That is all. That's where you're at, by the way. You're one sentence, you're one line, and then they kiss. That's where you're at with this. Is you're one line away from it being actual, literal fan fiction, right? What's the matter? Are you sleepy? I know, sweetheart. I'm sorry, I'm screaming. But anyway, yeah, so they have the little staring contest, and then Vamola is, Tim, power user, yokai power user for 10 months, dude. That's crazy. Thank you for supporting the channel for 10 fucking months. Guys, some of you guys are on track to hit a year, and then you get to level up. Which is fucking wild. You'll get a new picture. You know? Yeah, this chapter is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. But then Vamola, as they get closer and closer with this staring contest, Vamola says that it looks like they're going to kiss. And it does, to be fair. It fucking does. And that's enough to trigger Momo completely. Notice that it doesn't deter the boy. It doesn't deter my man. He's still fucking... It's like he's fine. Who is this man? Who Who are you, stranger? Who is this person? I swear to God, look at him. Oh my God, he's just surprising. Every fucking chapter, this guy just pushes and pushes and pushes. What the fuck, dude? He's a madman. He is a madman, dude. It's crazy. It's absolutely wild. It's so good. But anyway, it triggers her. That's enough for her to look away, right? So he wins again, and Vamola counts him as the winner. Sorry again, Sky. Now a Skycam is up. Now Skycam is up. I can see how fucking annoying I am to her. Every time I do something, I see in the corner of the screen, she just fucking goes, what the fucking shit? Is this why you're miserable all the time, Sky? I thought it was just because you're old lady. I thought it was just because she's an old lady, but now I feel bad. Anyway, my boy, he won again. He just keeps on winning, dude. Every day he's winning. That's it. They're going on a date. They're going on a date chapter, guys. I swear to God, the community was begging for this for a long time, and I didn't think that it would happen. At least not anytime soon. I didn't think that it would happen like this. But here we are. Here we are, dude. He's yapping again. He does this every Monday. He does this every Monday at 9 UK time. Vamola, that wasn't funny. That didn't count. That's crazy. No, she lost. Bro, she lost. She lost, dude. And that's it. I'm so happy for Okarun. He doesn't give a shit. He's doing it. He's doing the thing. Yeah, she thinks about it, the time zone specifically. You love the sweater. I'm glad that you love the sweater, Hoops. Safety's on Rookie. You too can get your own at safetiesonrookie.com. Currently for purchase, guys. That's right, safetiesonrookie.com. You can get your own. Yes, Christmas sweater. Purchasable at safetiesonrookie.com. Here. Here. There you go, guys. Pinned message. What a chapter. What a chapter. And this is literally I don't I don't think I could have look at you two saying the same thing. I don't think that I could have asked for anything better here than what we got. Yeah, it's merchandise. Anybody on Dandadan or Yokai Power Tier user as well can just message me on Discord and I will get you a tailor-made, unique version for you as long as you get back to me, let's say this week. And the special tailor-made version, I will work on lettering for the back so that you can have your own name. So that you can have your own name on it. Sky, your sky cam is in the way, sweetheart. See? You can get your own lettering. Mine says Rook. What do you think? What do you think? It's printed onto the actual. No, it's part of the sweater. It's like part of the whatever you'd call it. Yeah, I'm glad that you like the lettering. I make them all. I make them all unique to the people who are on those higher tiers because. And look, guys, I know that some of you it may seem like it's like a kind of like a way of getting people onto the Yokai Power tier user and the Dandadan tier, but I assure you it's not. It's that I wish I could give more to the people who have supported the channel for as long as they have. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that that there are people who have supported the channel on a high tier like that for so long. It's the reason I'm working on the Space Globalist arc retold at the moment. It's woven in, Sarah. Also, I recall you asking whether or not you could get Sarah's on Rookie there. I think if you wanted it, I could probably work on getting Sarah's on Rookie on it if you wanted. So, whatever. But anyway, point is that these people have pushed for have supported me for a long time, and I wish I could give back more. Because it is, yeah, I mean, it's it genuinely is really important to me. I don't know, I don't have words for it most of the time, because I never expected people would care about what it is that I do enough for so many people to support the channel. It's crazy. We're at the end of the year. We're at the end of this year currently, and this year has been incredible for me. And seeing this, I'm looking at the list because I was just going to turn this into a kind of I'm going to call out my power users thing. But I'm looking at the list, right? And that's 16, 17, 18 people on the highest tier, and that doesn't account for the Dandadan tier, or the Serpo tier, where a bunch of you are as well. So thank you all, everybody on the Serpo tier as well. I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know what to say. It's the fact that I can work on something and not have to rush it. The fact that I can be ill and people will still tell me to not work on the stuff and to just fucking chill out and get better before working on it. It means that I can do a video like the Space Globalist Retold, which is going to be like 3 hours long, and people are going to want to support that and to see that. It's a feeling that is impossible to translate to people, because I am able to make stuff and know that there's a group of people, a number of people who want to see it, and it's I don't know, it fills me with something that I don't know the words for necessarily, and it's a lot. So I'm just going to call out my Yokai Power Tier users. My point is that this functionality, the added personalization is my way of showing you guys that I appreciate you. It's the same price as the normal one. It's just these are the people that have been there and supported the channel, so I wanted to do something a little bit more for them. So that's Angle, Blissy Cat, Christmas Plague. We're doing a Christmas thing at the moment. Danny, Evil Queen Sarah, Evil Sarah's on Rookie, Evil Wolf, Fifth Gram, Jersey, Old Toaster, Orbist, SOR Julie's, Jellies Edition. Yeah. Serpo, El Clasico, SOR Support Edition, Vampy, Xmas, Zilvi, your favorite scented candle, Zero, Tim Kai, and most recently, I'm not going to try and say your name that's on Discord, but I know him, you know him, it's Pickle. It's my boy Pickle. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It's yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's a pretty incredible thing. But yeah, so anybody who does want the lettering on this that's in the applicable tiers, message me on Discord, whatever, any way that you can get into contact with me, and I will get that sorted for you in a day or something, you know. Yeah, Pickle, I'll get on it for with you. I'll get it on it for you ASAP, my dude. I will get that sorted because I'm excited to get that to you. I'm not going to say it. I'm absolutely not going to try and say it. But what is it? Are you sick of me? Are you sick of me being annoying, sweetheart? She's annoying of me. Are you annoyed with me, Sky? She loves Pats. She's fucking addicted to them. She's fucking addicted to Pats. I swear to God. Anyway, so honestly, like this does feel nice. I mean, like hopefully it's of interest to any of you as well. If not, that's totally fine as well. You know, it's really cool. What my favorite thing about the merchandise, because it's no worries, Tim, take your time with it. The link is up for you for a while. But it's really exciting to me to be able to share something like this with other people, because the idea that other people are also walking around with the branded stuff is incredibly exciting to me. It's something that is really gratifying to think about, right? I'll keep the sweater on the site for probably another month, like maybe the end of January. I'll probably take it down so that I can get stuff kind of like, so I can take it down, work on stuff for next year as well. There are a lot of things I wanted to do this year that I absolutely could not get around to. I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got artwork laying around so I can work on new volumes that I had commissioned ages and ages and ages ago that never saw the light of day because I've just been so fucking busy with season 2, with this, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll get to that. And I'm also, seeing the hoodie and stuff as well. Jersey in the chat there has been he has had his hoodie signed by 2 of the cast, which is really exciting. Or was it 3 now? The English speaking dubs. Crazy, by the way, that they've signed a piece of Safety's on Rookie merchandise. But this is really cool. I'm really excited for other people to get their jumpers as well. You know? So then AJ and Abby, that's fucking crazy. Momo and Okarun, guys. Absolutely love it. Yeah, exactly, Axon. Exactly. Well, this is the thing about Okarun, right? Is that he is incredibly determined. And it hurt his feelings to see that, and it's really sad. It does feel like a slap in the face, but my boy is not deterred. He just keeps pushing. You know? Yeah. I'm glad to hear that people enjoy it and stuff. So I'm excited for that. But anyway, yeah, like I said, anybody who's on the higher tiers, just message me, send me a message on Discord or message into the Christmas jumper chat or something like that, and I'll get that sorted for you. But yeah. Yeah, everybody should aspire to be a bit like Okarun. He's driven. And, you know, I think what is the most admirable trait about him, at least currently, is that he doesn't let himself get diminished by when things don't go his way, right? Like things have not necessarily been going his way, but he's pushing through regardless, and that's a respectable trait, you know? I love this arc, man. This arc is the best, dude. I can't cope with it. Alright, Cube, thanks for joining. I can't cope with this arc. It's so fucking good. It's absurd. It's an absurd thing. To be at this point with it, you know? And like I said earlier, I'm really just in it for the week to week stuff, right? I've never been a week to week kind of guy. I've always kind of hated week serialization just because of the fact that I have to do so much waiting and everything has to end on a minor cliffhanger. But Dandadan does it in this way where I'm so invested. I've never had what is ostensibly a hyperfixation like this before. Which you all feed into, by the way. you know, and seeing like the key visual and stuff. I mean, I should probably grab that up actually so we can have a look at it. For season 3 is pretty cool too. Where is it? Was that actually official? The season 3 key visual. Does anybody have that on Discord and they can just tag me in it if that's okay? If somebody can just tag me in that, it'll be easier than me fucking searching the internet looking for it. Yeah. That's true, Shadow. No, that is true, actually. You guys being around makes me seem a lot more normal, because like the fact that there are people sometimes in triple digits watching this shit and also fucking crashing out is incredibly gratifying as well. Oh, fucking awesome, Toaster. Thank you. Let me just grab the image for this. Look at this shit. I know, Sarah. Tell me about it. I was searching and I was like, oh, hold on a tick. I absolutely do not need to do this. Look at that shit. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. God damn. There's a lot to love in this already, right? Art style looks a bit different for some of the characters, but hey, fuck it. We ball, right? Look at this. They've even got the electrical pylon there, which is great. Yeah, like the telephone pole. Yeah. Man, we're already talking about season 3. How crazy is that? How fucking crazy is that shit that we're already talking about season 3? Right? Yeah, no, I like the art style for it. I think Momo looks really cool here as well. I don't know. It doesn't look legit, does it? But I think it is. It's set up at the exhibition booth. I don't know. It's just a piece of art. All right, not season 3. All right, that explains. Well, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. It's crazy that we're already talking about season 3, though. Right? It's pretty exciting stuff. You know, like honestly, I think that obviously the Dandadan's popularity kind of like, you know, it wanes a bit outside of the anime season. Most people tend to drop off. Like most people don't read the manga, especially in English. But when season 3 comes around, guys, we're gonna be prepared. We're gonna have a catalog of content that people can join in on. We're gonna be able to jump back onto doing the double 2 days a week stream kind of thing. I really enjoyed. I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed season 2. Doing the episode analysis streams was always incredibly enjoyable for me. It's really nice to be able to it's really nice to be able to kind of like go over things not just from a visual perspective, right? Not just from the same dimensions in which you're kind of like talking about the manga, which is a very visual, it's a completely visual medium, right? It's enjoyable to be able to see, to hear music, compare color palettes, this kind of thing, especially because Science Saru are absolutely fucking top tier, right? Absolutely top tier. Yeah, Jorel, I mean, it's a funny thing because when you have more viewers, right? When you get more viewers, it can be a bit intimidating, you know? When Big Momo happened, we got quite a boost. But it can be a bit intimidating. It can be harder to talk to chat. I don't know how people do it when they have thousands, like 40,000 people in the chat all at once. But yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to see more, to have more. Dandadan, because this series is incredibly it's incredibly special, right? It feels special. You can't read most things. Yeah, I mean, the difference between now and that is like twice as many people. Most of the people currently watching, for instance, are lurkers. Most people tend to be lurkers, and you know, I have an affinity for people who don't necessarily feel like they have to engage. You know, I enjoy that kind of knowing that those people are there is really comforting, because that's the kind of viewer that I usually am as well. But it does come with that added kind of like, you know, chat, to be expected. And that's fine. It's just it means that it's a little bit different. Oh look, it's Wolf. Hi Wolf. Worm. Hi Worm. But yeah, all in all, great chapter. Great chapter. Honestly, one of my favorite chapters yet. One of my favorite chapters yet. This it's just great, isn't it? Like it's really just pretty perfect. This arc has been a fucking like banger on top of banger, hasn't it? Right? Why did I put the sky cam there? I'm gonna put sky cam there. Now you can see all of my shit. I honestly got all this stuff. I got all this stuff, and it's like just lingering behind Skycam. Meanwhile, my microphone takes up all this space, and it was being useless. You know, man, the quality of the cameras is completely different, isn't it? Look at that. I'm glad that I thinking that I upgraded the camera, because it looks way better than it used to, you know. Yeah, you can't just look. Not for this chapter. Not for this chapter. Yeah, absolutely not. Orbis Tiberius very pleased. The dad arc to this. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? We have come very far as a community, you know. It does feel like we've come very far as a community. It's great to see. I mean, we're running up on a year soon, aren't we? Which is pretty exciting. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there's not going to be much from anything related to Season 3. It's been months. There's barely anything to do or say about Season 3, right? Like, animation takes a long time. Animation takes a long time. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't really mind one way or the other. I mean, I kind of enjoy the idea of us having a little bit of downtime before Season 3, because it means that we can gear up a lot of stuff. Like, Season 2 was incredibly exciting, but it was a lot of work. It was a very high work period for me. So I don't mind us taking a little bit of downtime between stuff. It means I can catch up on the retolds. I can start looking at other things as well that interest me. All of this stuff, it's all good. You know, it's important to have a couple of eggs in different baskets, right? And also to be able to work on those really high intensity projects, the big projects. I'm still aiming to get the Space Globalist arc done by this month, by the end of the year. I'm about 45 minutes through it at the moment in editing, but it's a big project. There's a lot of constant working and reworking things just to make sure that they work. Also trying to lace in a little bit of humor every now and then, so it's not too fucking me just blabbing, yapping the whole time. A little bit of stuff to break things up a little is really important to the script. But overall, I think that the I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot of things since what? Wait, hold on. Let me check. Whoa. My Coke. No. Why would they do this to me? Oh shit, that's actually gotten everywhere. That's actually gotten everywhere. Yamate! Yamate! I know. Anyway. No, it's fine. It actually hasn't gone everywhere. It's just a little bit. But what was I saying? Yeah, no, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot since starting all of this, especially the retolds and everything. So let me just check something real quick. The Otaku Nora Man. I mean, that video, the Okarun video, sometimes the concept is just too good, and it's hard to outdo that, to overcome that. And the fact of the matter is that the idea for the Okarun thing just worked so well. It's still what I consider to be my my favorite piece of work that I've done, just based on the fact that it really, I feel like it really did justice to the character in a way that you're still seeing shades of even now. Like the version of Okarun that I talked about there is the same guy. Is the same guy that we're seeing right now, right? This feels like the person I was talking about in that video, which is incredible. I'm very pleased to see that is the case. But I've learned a lot since the 23rd of December last year, 2024. That was the first Dandadan retold, the Cursed House arc. So I expect the quality of the voiceover, the the variety in the music, the general editing finesse to be of the highest quality of the retold stuff so far, just because of how much work has been put into stuff since then. And that's really cool as well, to be able to say that over this year there's been a noticeable improvement in a lot of the quality aspects to the content. And I think that ending the year on a high like that, is going to be really gratifying if I can get it done. Yeah, I mean, it's important to try new things, or at the very least, perfect your work, right? To try your best to create the best version of something that you've already done before. I actually might put that in. I might put that in, Toaster. I might put that in. But yeah, to me, it's really cool to be able to do this kind of stuff. To be able to outdo yourself, outperform yourself, to do better each time, until you have something that's really special. And this video is going to be the longest. It's the biggest piece I've worked on. You know, it's 20-something thousand words. It's 115 pages of just voiceover. It's a lot of talking. At the exact time where I lose my fucking voice, by the way, right? Like I swear to God, I've been recording it in batches, and and part of me is actually weirdly pleased that I've been recording it in batches, because it means that every single section gets attention, it gets build up, it gets me having to sit down, focus, get into a zone and that kind of stuff. But you know, it's about halfway recorded, maybe a bit less, maybe a third recorded. You know, but I think for most people it's just nice to have new content done. You know, it can be valleys between content at times. Yeah. Yeah, the whole downward slope. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that perfect ever really exists when it comes to content creation. Honestly, like, there are going to be things where I see after it's done and I'm going to absolutely hit myself for it. But fuck it. That's the point of it, isn't it? I suppose we did miss the yokai video stream, which was supposed to. I said that we would do streams to rewatch each of the old pieces of content, but we actually missed one. However, on the 23rd, perhaps we could do the hidden humanity of Dandadan's yokai and the Cursed House arc explained together. Alright, Hoops, thanks for joining. We could do both of them in one shot. If you guys were interested in such things. It's very close to Christmas, though. It's Christmas Eve. That would be the case, so I'll talk about it in Discord. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to love in both of those. Some of it, you know, I mean, it's fine. I mean, we'd be watching it as a group on stream, but like, yeah, I mean. Yeah, I like the yokai video as well. I like I really like the stuff to do with the Brella boy in that. That's the heavy hitting stuff for me. But you know, we are our greatest critics. However, you know, we'll pick a date for that. We don't have to do it exactly on the date. We could figure out a different date for this kind of stuff if you guys wanted. That's fine. But yeah, no, it would be nice to go back over that stuff, especially as I'm kind of rounding out a year later with the new video, right? There's something really cool about that is being able to say, right, okay, a year later and it's still going, because there is a lot of fucking Dandadan stuff on my channel. like I swear to God, there's a lot of Dandadan stuff on my channel at this point. I'm shocked at how much content I've been able to put out in a year, and that's really cool. I have enjoyed that, and it's absolutely a pleasure to be able to look at this catalog of stuff and say that there's that it's been done. Why not, Eric? Why not? You're all fucking comedians. Everybody, look at the comedians in the chat. You know what? Just for that joke, just for that LOL moment, I'm removing Skycam. That's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah. Yeah, think about what you've done. You've hurt everybody now. You've hurt everybody. Yeah, you've hurt everybody now. But anyway, you know, I'm keen. I'm excited to keep going. Yeah, you toasted it. Oh no, the consequences to my own actions. Noticeable immediate drop in concurrent viewers. The remastered Acura video. That video will never see the light of day again. I'm sorry. For what it's worth, the Acura video was not that good. Yeah, Tim. The Acura video is not that good. I was kind of in a bit of a... I was coming out of a funk with it. Like, I mentioned multiple times before that last year was not the best year of my life. It was arguably the worst year of my life. And that was me trying to push out a... that was me trying to push a... myself into creating, right? I didn't think the root would eat my face. The Cowboy Bebop video holds up really well, in my opinion. I was recording that on a USB mic, so you got to give me some degree of leeway there. I was recording that on a USB mic 4 years ago, but I was trying to create something, and the Akira video felt like the right way to go. A lot of the analysis in that Akira video holds up. It does hold up. I stand by it, but I do think that perhaps it was a little I think it was a victim of my I think it was a victim of my own state of mind at the time, in the sense that it just kind of was lacking something, like a spark, like a real spark. You know, I'm not doing a Stuart Little analysis, all right? This is not a channel for hating. I fucking hate Stuart Little. Yeah, I mean, again, the Akira video's fine. Not that anybody will ever see it again. But, you know, it is what it is. However, the chaotic beauty of Momo and Okarun's love was a really important turning point for me, because it was born out of passion, right? It was born out of an uncontrollable desire to make something, about this thing that I had immediately been swallowed up by, and here we are, right? It suffered for not being Momo. Yeah, if only Akira, the creators of Akira, had realized that they needed Momo and Okarun in their piece of shit in their piece of shit anime. I'm sorry, is there no Momo and Okarun in here? Then why would I want to watch it? Yeah, whatever. What? No, I'm not watching this. It doesn't feature my favorite characters. You know? But, you know, yeah, it's good. I'm pleased with how this year has been. I'm pleased with how this year has been. However, there is a need, there is a requirement soon to come up with a new theme for next year. I'm thinking of I'm gonna make a dedicated space for it on Discord, Patreon, link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to my Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan, and you can hang out with all of these cool cats in the chat over there. But we're gonna talk about all of that cool stuff as well. But I need to figure out a new theme for next year. I've got a few ideas about what will work, but I'm also quite keen to hear what other people's ideas are as well. Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of other things that I'm probably eventually going to start working on, right? Yeah, so Tim, there's a really good CGP Grey video where he talks about the notion of not having a New Year's resolution as much as theming your year on a term, on a word, on a phrase, on an idea, because it's a little bit less reductive, restrictive on what it is that it means to accomplish said goal. This year for me, my theme has been progress. It means that whenever you're making a decision throughout the year, which one aligns best with progress in whatever way you can actually contort the meaning of progress to align with what it is that you're doing, as long as it's within the spirit of the theme, and doing that, right? For me, progress has meant working on this channel a lot, and growing a lot of the Discord, growing on lots of stuff. I feel like I've achieved that, at least to varying degrees of success. And next year, I think maybe something a bit more discipline focused. And I don't mean with the channel, although that would be nice. But I mean more so getting a state of discipline in getting into some degree of discipline in my own kind of like normal life, right? Thanks, support. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do need to read that or hear that. It's hard. It's hard as shit. Life's a balancing act. Life is a balancing act, you know? Making a checklist. That's not a bad start. It's not a bad start. There you go. I did it. But yeah. Anyway, it's getting very close to notes. That's true. I've got to be careful about that. But I will say that the video, like I said earlier, the video is coming along nicely. On the rook, that's cursed. That is true though. It's on the rook. The video is coming along nicely, guys. I'm gonna keep working at it pretty much as I can. As soon as I've finished with actual day job stuff, I'm gonna be fucking. It's gonna be balls to the wall with it. And yeah, I'm hoping to get it done as soon as possible. There are some areas of it that are getting redone. One thing I'm really excited for is Vamola's backstory. That is something I want to get absolutely right, so I'm going to be taking a lot of time to work on that, a lot of extra time to work on that. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I've done the the Kintama to the wall. Kintama's to the wall. I've done the retold test, so I've got about 40 minutes of it done already. 40 minutes of it done already. In fact, you know what, I'm not going to show you it actually, because you could copy the URL. And find it. Nice try. But I'm looking at it here. I've got the first 45 minutes uploaded to YouTube, hidden, of course, so that I could test it, so that I could check it, so that I could copyright check it, and it's all going swell. It's all going swimmingly. So that's 45 minutes there. So think about that. I'm quite happy with the Reiko Kashima stuff, which is another thing I want to get right, is the Reiko Kashima stuff. Oh no, he's hacked the mainframe. Also, obviously, guys, and Pickle, this is relevant to you as well, my friend. People in the higher tier Patreon, if you scroll back up through Mount Olympus on... What are you doing? You'll be able to see and watch the first 6 minutes. The first 6 minutes of the video, which is already released, the Patreon exclusive. The first 6 minutes are available to people who are on Mount Olympus. Thank you, Toaster, for forwarding that. So feel free to watch that whenever you like. That's going to stay up for the foreseeable. And then, obviously, when the video is done, I'll produce an actual trailer and everything like that. You know, I want it to be a real release, a real proper release, right? Does this look weird to you, by the way? It looks like I've got someone off screen that's stroking the cat, right? Like, this looks like this should be my hand here. How strange, how unusual. What's the matter? I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Here. There you go. What's the matter, sweetheart? Did you not? You can't get access to the 45. To be fair, if anybody could do it, it would be Sarah. You do not have a rough life. You live like an absolute, literal, actual princess. She lives like a princess, this cat, I swear. Oh, big stretch. You know, she's old lady. She's 16 next year. She's 16 next year, aren't you? Okay, come on. Come on. There you go. She just wanted to come and sit with me. But, yeah, every combination of letters and numbers, you'll find it. Yeah, that's true. Actually, it's on private, so I don't even know if you could. I actually don't know if you could. One foolproof method. All right, go crazy. No, don't follow that link. I know that link. You know? Yeah, I mean, like, I can't not interact with the cat, can I? You know? Oh, well, no, thank you for spending your Mondays here, Julie. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me. This is a highlight of my week. It's one of the highlights of my week. You know? What is it, you? Oh my god. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You know, Sarah, I'm half tempted. I'm half tempted. Absolutely not. But I'm half tempted. You know? It almost worked. It almost worked. You know? I thought about it. I thought about it, and that's enough. That's really just as good as the link to the video. Right? That's just as good. So you don't need the link to the video, because that's just as good. There's the spirit of Christmas. What is it? But anyway, it's the thought that counts. Exactly, it's the thought that counts, which means you don't get the thing. I can't count. I can count. I can count. I can count to 10 and past 10. All right, I just don't want to right now. Ah, Tim, that's all right. Thank you for the sentiment. I appreciate that. I'm not 100% there yet. My voice is one of those things that I'm trying my best to let rest, but also I'm doing this. I'm doing recording, so it's hard to do all of these things at once. So it's tricky. It's tricky, but I appreciate that. However, I'm probably going to head off now, guys. This has been a very fun, enjoyable experience. It's nice to get a chapter that we can really rally around and dig in deep with. I mean, for the majority of this stream, we were talking about the chapter, which it doesn't always happens. It can happen. It can happen, Tim. However, let me think what's worth informing you guys about. Thanks, Maine. Appreciate you. Like I said, Sarah, it almost worked. No Twitch stream this week. All right. My general plan here, by the way, is when I get this video done and released, I'm gonna pick a game and we're gonna do some. Well, I'm gonna finish the Outer Wilds. And then after that, I'm gonna pick a game, and it's gonna be one that we can dig in deep with, and just fucking play through it on Twitch across the holiday period, so that we can get and dig into an actual game. Yeah, I mean, I want to do some gaming. It's been a minute since I've just enjoyed, you know, sitting down with a game for fucking hours on end and just going crazy with it. But that's something that I'm looking forward to doing over this period of time. And yeah, so hopefully that accounts, you know, is a fair trade for the fact that I'm going to be skipping a few streams until this video is done. You know, those evenings are too valuable right now, and I need to get this video sorted. You know. Yeah. All right. One foolproof method. Yeah. All right. I'd be happy to hear it. I'd be happy to hear it. You know, I love disproving the doctors wrong. You know. Yeah. Yeah. That's it, Tarantado. For the moment, anyway. I'll get back on gaming and stuff soon. I mean, I really enjoyed playing what I did play of the Outer Wilds. I just And you know what I mean? It was like at the worst possible time because I got ill straight afterward. Yeah, well, soon. And you know, we've got, and then next year we've got a lot of different stuff to come as well. You know, I don't know what that is, but you know, we've got a lot of stuff to do. You can imagine what some of it is. We need to continue the retolds. I've got some ideas for other content. But we'll get to that all in good time. Right now, let's just think of the month ahead. But anyway, right guys, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for joining. It's been very fun as always. I hope you enjoyed Skycam, although she's not here anymore. And I will see you guys in the Discord or next week. Okay. All right, see you later, guys.